I do think we're going to use it on this inside panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this journal piece at 3/4 of an inch right there for us to use. And here again, I'm going to set this aside for us to use right in here. For this inside panel, I went ahead and inked this piece of journaling paper, and then I used some of my leftover scraps, and I cut 2 pieces of paper that is 3.5 by 4.5, and 2 pieces of paper that is 3.25 by 4.25 to hold 2 3 by 4 photos. So I'm going to go ahead and put these photo mats together. And I know I say okay, like a whole lot. Alright, now I think what I'm going to do, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put this just like this on the page. And then that will leave us plenty of room to decorate. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set those down. Alright, I think I'll just place this sort of a little bit kind of centered, not totally. And then I can use this cute little print here if I want to as a design element, or I can just journal on that whole piece, and that gives me a little hidden journaling and a little place for a couple photos. So I'm real happy with how this has turned out. I just think it turned out super cute. We still got to decorate all this inside piece here, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do to it. So I'm just going to leave that to the very last. Okay. So right now I'm going to work on insert for the little envelope looking cards we made for the inside. And what I did is I cut 2 12 by 7 down, 12 by 12 down to 7 by 12. And then what I'm going to do is I scored this at 4.5. So I'm going to go ahead and move my scraps on my cutting board out of the way so that I can show you what I did. After that is I just folded on that score line right there. Just folded on that score line. And now all I'm going to do is fold this the rest of the way up as far as I can so that I come out with something that looks like this. And then make sure those are about the same size. Make sure those are about 4.5 inches wide. Well, actually that's 4 3/4. I think that that's going to go. But let's just make sure. Okay, as long as it fits, that's the main thing. So, what I'm going to do, I've printed some 4x6 printable journal cards off of the internet. So, I'm going to pause and ink those on these little folders. I cut I cut 8 6.5 by 4.5 inch pieces of coordinating cardstock, and I inked them on one side so that these will hold a 4x6 photo. And then what I did was I adhered those down just like so on these little booklets so that they will hold 4x6 photos. And then on these little journal cards that I printed from the internet, these are 4x6 journal cards that I got them on Pinterest. I have them pinned on my Pinterest board if you guys want a link. But anyway, so I put adhesive all over the back of that, and I'm going to, on this front flap, I'm just going to get that right about where I want it. But I'm going to be careful that I don't stick it down all the way, because I'm going to open it up and I'm going to stick this other journal card, and I'm going to be careful about how I orient it so that I don't get it backwards on here. And I'm going to put that right over the top of that flap so that my booklet looks like this. Okay? So now I have 2 of those booklets, and I'm going to, love this little flower. I'm going to open up my little folio. I'm going to open these up, and I'm going to insert these in here. Now, if you guys don't want this in your folios, that's totally fine. Feel free to make whatever else you might like to have. I just thought this would be the ideal place to have a few more photographs. So, there you have it. The next thing that I'm going to work on decorating is the inside of this. And if you guys remember, we left this part blank. So I'm just going to kind of play around. Let's make this 5.5 by 6 and see how that looks. 5.5. 6. 6. Yeah, I like how that looks. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to ink this. Right about there. I think that's super cute. Let's see how it looks inside of the pocket. Oh yeah, I like that. Sure do. I think that is cute. Let's see. How about, let's see, I got this. And so I'm thinking, okay, I think that's cute. So, put it in there and see what it looks like. Cute. Okay, we'll stop. We'll be back.